Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
There's one other thing that a lot of business owners avoid like the plague. I've done myself at times. We already said not increasing prices. The other one is not letting go of an employee that they've just been holding on to for too long. So how do you know when it's finally time to fire someone? And how do you do it gracefully?
You're asking me? That was the
I just had to do this.
things. Pardon?
I just had to do this recently. 9-year person.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
And
no,
I think that ultimately it's something that you never want to do because there's relationship there. I think especially in small business, it's a lot harder because you've been through fires, you've been through whatever, they've had your back in different situations. But people change a lot over 9 years. I look at myself 9 years ago. I didn't have kids. Like, life was very different. I'm a different person now. And employees change too. And more importantly, the business changes. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing 9 years ago.
What happens is they get moved out of their, maybe automation comes in, it can be systems and processes that eliminate some steps, and their step is one of them, and they don't adapt by acquiring a new one. They're generalists, but you generally know somebody has to go when you cannot. One of the tests is, would I hire for that position today?
Right.
And if I would hire for that position today, would I hire that person?
Right.
And if the answer to either one of those is no, you don't need to, and then you're in a position you've got to go. They've got to go. And that's heartless and all that kind of stuff. But it's what'll drag when in business selling, Larry Hughes, whom we've talked about many times, sold more businesses than anybody I know, over 700. So one of the most common things that acquirer has to do, in addition to raising prices, is get rid of the deadwood. They come in and do that. And of course they get and there are people who overdo that, and they're money grubbers and all the bad reputation. But also that's one reason the owner's selling, because he or she doesn't want to have to do that. They know it.
Yeah.
This needs to thrive and survive and take care of the people, the customers, and the employees who are still here. And to do that, we got to get rid of the deadwood. Necessary Endings is a book by Dr. Henry Cloud, talks about that.
Yep.
And it's not fun to do, but you're not necessarily hurting them. They need to go where they're productive and meaningful. And you need to either not have that position, or somebody who's in it is doing productive and meaningful work.
Yeah. No, I think that that's a great question. And there's probably going to be a lot of burden with letting that person go, right? Like even in my instance, there's so many things that person had, like institutional knowledge wise, about things that I've forgotten about, that I'm going to have to go and figure out. But it's a problem. It's something that it can be solved. It's not going to be easy. But what also isn't easy is that person is not only costing you in terms of expense, but there's an opportunity cost of them going against the culture, going against the momentum that the team is carrying, that not being reliable for the new thing that they're holding you back to what has been the status quo for 9 years. You know what I mean? And so there's just a level of, there's so many costs that you can't even put a price on when you're carrying someone that's been there too long.
One of the observations is that we've said it before, and you're saying it again here. There's no better way to ruin a good employee than to have them watch you tolerate a bad one. And a lot of times you're worried about the culture and all this. Their fellow teammates are generally not going to be surprised when you let somebody go.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, there may be at a level where they don't understand what the shortcomings were.
Yeah,
and that can happen. But then that's usually they're not they don't know why a vice president got fired,
Right.
But yeah, that's not a good reason not to. Meaning, shaking up the team is not a good reason for not firing. It's a good reason to fire, to not shake up to preserve the team.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.